That looks good, doesn't it? Now the little tile spaces are out, it looks a bit more like a wall. And when we get the grouting in, which is not going to be today, I don't think I'll do it tomorrow either, it'll look even better. Hopefully my customer doesn't decide they want black grout, which I don't mind putting in, but it's like grouting with soot. It's horrible to work with and you end up with black hands. So let's avoid that. One of the things that I make a point of doing is I always start tiling on a batten about a third or a half a tile height above the whatever I'm tiling above, in this case a shower base. The reason for that is that I'm starting on a known level line, whereas the shower base may not be level, or floor, and if I was doing it over there. And if I were to start with a full tile on the shower base, it might be fine there, but as we come around the corner here and it's not level, then you either have a slope or you have cut tiles, either a sliver appearing or disappearing, which would look pretty rubbish. So if you start a half or a third of a tile up, then if there's a bit of run out and you need to accommodate for it, it's going to show a lot less. So to that end, we have a batten on the base of the shower there, which is set to the same level as the tiles I did yesterday, and away we go.
Right, what I'm doing here is marking the centre of 11 tiles, because we've got 11 rows, and I'm going to use those to position every alternate row, as you'll see in a moment. So the first row goes on full tile to the edge, as you see there, and then the second row is the mark in the half of the tile goes over the gap in the row below. What I found, I'm only putting on a couple of rows worth of tile adhesive, because what I found was that this room is actually really, really warm, even with the window fully open. So I was finding the tile adhesive was drying out a bit too quick. So get the tiles on, bed them in, push them up and out to get the spacers in, and that worked out to be the best. Now, what I found on what I had to do on the top row, because of the height of the room, I just had to cut about 5mm off the top row of tiles. So I did that off camera outside, and instead of putting the tile adhesive on the wall, I'm putting it onto each tile and then bedding it in, spacing it out, and away we go. From the other wall that I did, the shower head wall, I found I got a number of half tiles left over, and I'm just seeing if any of those fit the gaps that I have. Some did, some didn't, and I ended up having to cut a few. And that worked out okay, because I'm trying to minimise waste wherever possible.
Well, that all worked out very nicely. All the lines line up, the tiles do their thing, so leave that to go off, and tomorrow clean up and grout. Have to see what colour grout they want. Let's hope it's not black.